Swirling sands dance across the barren expanse under the scorching sun, shadows lengthening and distorting. For 40 years, the Israelites have wandered in this wilderness, guided by Moses. A voice echoes, painting a picture of long wandering. But now, their leader is gone. The narrator continues, a shadow of loss blanketing the scene. The Israelite camp sprawls, a sea of worried faces reflecting deep despair. A community without a leader, their hope dwindles under the harsh sun. Amidst the despair, Joshua stands resolute, his face a mask of determination. In the dimness of the tent, Joshua kneels, his head bowed in solemn prayer. Suddenly, a divine light explodes, filling the tent with an otherworldly glow. The voice of God echoes, "Arise, Joshua. The time has come. Cross the Jordan River. Lead my people into the promised land." Joshua, humbled, responds, "But Lord, I am but a humble servant. The task is daunting, and I fear my own weaknesses." Under the vast sky, Joshua stands tall, his voice resonating with newfound determination across the Israelite camp. A hush blankets the multitude as they await his command, their eyes fixed upon their leader. Joshua's voice cuts through the air. "Prepare to cross the Jordan River in 3 days." The crowd erupts, their voices echoing his name, "Joshua, Joshua, Joshua." The fervor of the crowd swells, a tidal wave of loyalty washing over the camp. Joshua watches, his gaze sweeping over his people, a sense of purpose etched onto his face. The Jordan River rages, its waters swollen and turbulent, a formidable barrier before the Israelites. On the banks, the Israelites gather, their faces etched with worry as they watch the river's relentless flow. "It's impossible to cross," one Israelite says, his voice filled with despair. The turbulent waters reflect the Israelites' inner turmoil, their hopes dwindling with each passing moment. The raging river stands as a symbol of the challenges and uncertainties that lie ahead for the Israelites. Joshua stands resolute, his commanding voice echoing across the churning Jordan River. He gestures towards the raging waters, a stark contrast to the priests' trepidation. The priests, clad in white, clutch the ark, their faces betraying their fear as they stand on the bank. Joshua's voice cuts through the roar. "Take the ark and step into the river," he urges them. "Trust in God's promise. He will not forsake us." At the Jordan River, priests step into the churning waters, their faces set with unwavering faith. "By the faith of Abraham," a priest declares, challenging the tumultuous river. The river's violent currents cease, an invisible force intervening to halt its relentless flow. "The water stopped. Miracle, miracle!" an Israelite shouts, witnessing the impossible passage revealed before them. At the Jordan River, Joshua raises his hands, his voice echoing with authority. A sea of faces, the Israelites surge forward, their hearts filled with hope and liberation. Their shouts of joy and triumph reverberate against the canyon walls, a symphony of freedom. Joshua's commanding presence unites the Israelites. The canyon amplifies the sound. Their journey culminates in a moment of collective liberation. Beneath the looming walls of Jericho, the Israelites' camp stands in stark contrast to the city's formidable defenses. A Canaanite spy, cloaked in shadows, dashes towards Jericho, carrying urgent news. The spy bursts into the palace, breathlessly reporting to the king of Jericho. The king's booming voice echoes through the palace. "Shut the gates. Secure the city. Let no one in or out." Under the cloak of night, Joshua kneels, a solitary figure defined by shadows. Jericho rises in the distance, its formidable walls bathed in the eerie glow of the moon. His voice breaks the silence, a plea echoing through the night. "Oh, Lord, this city seems invincible," he implores, his voice filled with desperation. "I pray for your guidance and strength." A blinding light erupts across the sky, signaling a divine presence over Jericho. From the radiant light, the angel of the Lord materializes, commanding attention with his celestial authority. The angel of the Lord declares, "I am the commander of the army of the Lord." The angel of the Lord commands Joshua to shed his earthly bindings. "Remove your sandals, Joshua, for the place where you stand is holy." The angel of the Lord reveals the divine strategy. "You shall march around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, you shall march around the city 7 times." The fate of Jericho hangs in the balance as the divine plan unfolds. The Israelites begin their march around Jericho, their silent procession, a stark contrast to the city's imposing walls. Day after day, their steady footsteps echo, a rhythmic challenge to the city's defiance. From atop the walls, the Canaanites watch, their faces contorted in mockery and scorn. The Israelites remain steadfast, their silence a powerful testament to their unwavering faith. Each day, the tension mounts, the silent march a growing threat to Jericho's false sense of security. The Canaanites' jeers grow more desperate, their fear masked by defiant laughter. Under the scorching sun, the ancient city of Jericho stands defiant as the Israelites encircle its formidable walls for the 7th time. Banners flutter wildly in the sweltering wind, their vibrant colors a stark contrast to the muted tones of the desert landscape. Joshua's voice booms across the arid plains. "7th lap, priests, blow the trumpets." The priests raise their trumpets, preparing to unleash a deafening blast that will echo through the valley. The trumpets sound, their piercing notes cutting through the air, signaling the culmination of the Israelites' unwavering faith. Under the relentless sun, priests exert every ounce of strength. Their faces crimson as they unleash a deafening blast from their trumpets. Joshua's commanding voice pierces through the trumpet blares, a rallying cry that echoes with divine authority. "Now, let all Israel shout, for the Lord has given us the city." A unified, earth-shattering roar erupts from the throats of the Israelites, shaking the very foundations of Jericho. The priests continue their trumpet blast, their faces illuminated by determination. The unified shout of Israel grows louder, resonating with faith and resolve. The trumpets sound in unison, their sound unwavering as the walls of Jericho await their fate. A thunderous roar erupts from the Israelites, shaking the very ground beneath their feet. Dust and debris swirl into a frenzy as the walls of Jericho groan under the immense pressure. Stone grinds against stone in a symphony of destruction as the first cracks appear in Jericho's mighty defenses. The walls are crumbling!" A Jericho soldier cries out in disbelief and terror. The immense walls of Jericho begin to crumble and collapse inward, their ancient strength no match for the divine assault. Jericho falls, its once impenetrable walls now a heap of rubble and dust, a testament to the power unleashed. Under a sky heavy with destiny, Joshua commands the vanguard, a beacon of resolve against the ancient walls of Jericho. "Forward, warriors of Israel, victory is ours." Joshua's voice booms. The warriors of Israel surge forward, their faces set like stone, a relentless tide of faith and steel. Dust rises with each step, a gritty testament to their unwavering advance, claiming Jericho for their lord. Weapons glint ominously, reflecting the fierce determination etched onto every face, heralding the fall of Jericho. The city looms, an ancient challenge met by an unyielding force as Jericho braces for the storm of Israel's might.